Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Binti IZZUDDIN and I will be presenting about the DC motors, including their basic principle, how they work and their main parts. So for the introduction, electromagnetism explains the relationship between electricity and magnetism. According to the Faraday's law, when a conductor is exposed to a changing magnetic field, an electromotive force or EMF is induced. This principle is the foundation of electrical machines like motors and generators. By using electromagnetism, we can convert electrical energy into mechanical energy, which is the key idea behind the DC motor and the prototype in the video. So the basic concept, a DC motor is one of the simplest yet most important machines in electrical engineering. It converts electrical energy into a mechanical energy. The principle is straightforward, like a current carrying conductor placed inside a magnetic field experiences a force called the Lorentz force. This force produces motion and forms the basic of the motor's operations. For the working principle in a DC motor, when current flows through the armature coil inside a magnetic field, it experiences a force that produces a torque. The commutator plays an important role by reversing the current direction and ensuring the torque remains in one continuous rotational direction. This process allows the motor to maintain steady motion and effectively convert electrical energy into mechanical rotations. For the main parts of a DC motor include the stator, which provides the magnetic field, and the rotor or armature, which is the rotating coil that interacts with the field. The commutator and brushes work together to supply current and maintain rotation, while the shaft and bearings provide support for smooth movement. When the DC supply is connected, the interaction between the armature field and the stator field produces torque that drives the shaft continuously.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Farah Izzati binti ROSLI. My number battery is B0822101130. So, today I want to present about theoretical of this project. The experiment in the video is based on Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. This law explains that when a conductor is exposed to a changing magnetic field, an electromotive force EMF is produced. This principle is the basic working concept of motors and generator. In the video, the setup is introduced as a free energy prototype that claims to produce continuous electricity using permanent magnets and DC motor without any external input. However, as engineering students, we must understand that this idea is not possible because it breaks the first law of thermodynamics, also known as the principle of conservation of energy. In reality, energy cannot be created from nothing. It can only change forms. In a motor to generator system, one machine needs mechanical input energy and the other converts it back into electricity. Due to resistance, friction and other losses, the output will always be less than the input. Therefore, the true learning point here is not about free energy, but about how electromagnetic induction works and why every energy conversions process must respect the law of conservation of energy.
Hello everyone, my name is SITI FARANATASYA Binti NAJI. Today I will be explaining about how this prototype works. It is a simple model that shows how energy change form using a motor, magnets and an LED strips. As you can see in this prototype, we have firstly a DC motor in the center, secondly the two large circular magnets, third is the LED strips which act as an output loads, Fourth is the small magnet. Fifth and sixth is the switches and wire. All these parts work together to show energy conversions. You must be wondering how, right? Let me explain. First is when you switch on, electricity flows into DC motor. Motor converts electricity energy into mechanical rotations. Then, the scalar magnet used as coupling have the same polarity as the small magnet. Same polarity magnets will repel each other. And then, the wooden sticks hold small magnet will rotate due to the push and pull effect. These motions used to produce electricity which powers the LED strips. Why is this project considered as useful? It is a free energy project. It shows how motor and generator are related. It also shows how energy conversions work in real life. And then it shows how the same polarity magnet repel each other.